Right, moving on to another breaking news development coming in. Two SpiceJet flights, Darbhanga to Mumbai and Leh to Delhi, have also received bomb threats, taking the total to 12 or 13 in the last 48 hours. It's becoming bigger and bigger, this menace of threat calls being received for flights, not just domestic but even international. In the case of Air India, it's been 3 flights outside of India that had received threat calls. Harsha joining us live. In fact, she has just come out of a briefing from the Ministry of Civil Aviation. Harsha, what more can you share? What's really happening? Is the Civil Aviation Ministry having grips over this crisis and situation emerging every day?
So, Abhishek, there's a serious concerning matter, and back-to-back meetings in the Civil Aviation Ministry is happening since morning with the DGCA, BCAS, CISF official and the other officials of the CTD as well, the Counter-Terrorism Division as well, and how this situation can be tackled. The meetings are happening keeping in mind that, but now the tally of the bomb threat message through social media platform in 48 hours has gone to 15. What we are getting right now, it includes airline, Air India Express, SpiceJet, Indigo, and also Akasa Airline. And we have got to note that Civil Aviation Ministry has also approached to MHA that law enforcement agencies now should intervene in this entire matter, and the social media handles from which these messages are being circulated, that should be thoroughly investigated. We have got to know that the law enforcement agencies are now in touch with the MHA how to deal with this situation, because it's a serious matter of concern, because since morning there has been the flight Air India Express and Lakasa who got the through social media message, the bomb scare message. But now in the social media platform, SpiceJet's 2 airline which were scheduled from Delhi and were en route to Bangalore and to different location, those got on their social media platform. There was a bomb scare message. After that, the emergency landing was done and one flight didn't take off. It was the screening was done thoroughly. It is still at the taxiing and the runway at the Delhi airport. The thorough checks are being done to ensure that from lavatory to any of the seated place, whether there is whether there is any sort of letter or note or not. Now thorough checks are being done, but this is a matter of concern, and right now we have got to know that in the matter also Delhi police has registered 6 FIR in the span of 10 days in the airlines where the bomb scare message was received. Back to you.
That seems like a major legal action, Harsha, with the Delhi police registering those cases, as you say. But is there clarity as to whether there is a pattern, whether there is just one individual indulging in these threat calls, which ultimately are proving to be hoax calls? Is there a national security angle emerging? Because earlier we broke the story of the Ministry of Home Affairs also having top-level meetings.
Yes, Abhishek, there's a security level concerns, and this is a case of conspiracy and sabotage, which MHA is right now investigating, because earlier we have seen the same modus operandi in the case of the railway network, and now the same is being done in the aviation network as well. So MHA is suspecting that this could be a larger plan of conspiracy, and therefore the dark web route is also being looked by the cyber experts of the Counter-Terrorism Division segment. The officials are looking into this, and we have got to know that the individual 17-year-old minor who was detained from Rajnandgaon in Chhattisgarh, the VPN of that particular ID was linked to London. However, the Mumbai individual who was arrested, his VPN was directly linked with Pakistan and China handles in the dark web. So there is a larger conspiracy sabotage angle, and the VPNs are located and being shown of the other countries. So right now investigation is being done, keeping in mind all this dark web and the security angle. Back to you.
That's big, actually, Harsha. You were suggesting that the threat calls, which seem to be originating from somewhere in Chhattisgarh, are actually through the IP being traced to London and United Kingdom, and perhaps there is a Pakistan-China link also emerging. That's a major national security threat emerging through these threat calls that airlines are receiving. 12 of them in the last 48 hours alone. Harsha, stay with us. Piyush Ohri joins us. He covers the Delhi police for us. Piyush, 6 FIRs registered by Delhi police. Harsha suggests that there is an international angle emerging. Are you getting to hear from your sources in Delhi police that they are looking into this aspect?
So good evening to you, Abhishek, and good evening to all our viewers who are viewing us at the moment. And I would just like to tell you over here on record, Abhishek, that it is not only the Delhi police that is involved in this hoax call nuisance, as one would say, but rather several agencies which are involved. In fact, today there was a high-level meeting that was being called by the Ministry of Home Affairs, in which not only the Delhi Police but several other agencies that also includes the CISF and several cyber experts that had come in. And I can tell you now that the top-level sources have confirmed to us that there is definitely an international level involved. In fact, what has been told to us by the sources is that there is no there is no comprehensive IT system that is involved in it. And this system of dark web is being denied by the sources. However, they say that because this is the most reasonable form of causing nuisance, and this is also a reasonable form of causing hybrid warfare, and as per the IT experts, this is a kind of a grey zone warfare which is there being put on us by the international agents. This now again is a serious concern, because it is important to note over here, Abhishek, that this is not for the first time that such kind of incidents are happening. In fact, anyone who would remember is that in the month of March, there were close to 131 schools and hospitals that were targeted by such bomb hoax messages. Now, the problem is that it is very difficult to get hold of these people because there are several people...
Okay, Piyush, stay with us. I'm coming back to you. These are very important aspects emerging of this story. It's a live story. It's a developing story. Rakshita joins us live from our newsroom. I believe, Rakshita, you have more to share with the viewers about this airline bomb threat crisis.
Well, absolutely, of course. We have listed out the 13 flights, in fact, in the past 72 hours, who have been the target of these threats, these hoax threats. And now, clearly, the Ministry of Home Affairs is taking this matter seriously, and many measures have been taken up. And, in fact, some sources have also been identified. And there, as we were talking about the measures that have been taken, one of them being the doubling up of the air marshal deployment, the sky marshal deployment. These will be officials, security officials, who will be deployed on duty in plain clothes for the threat, for such situations where there is a threat to the security of the passengers. And as we speak, Abhishek, there are multiple updates that are coming in. There are at least 6 cases that have been registered by the Delhi Police. So Delhi Police, the Intelligence Bureau, are all being now, coming together. They're all coming together. They have been roped in to, in fact, counter these measures, because ultimately, Abhishek, it affects, of course, ultimately affects the lives, about the safety of the lives of the passengers. It's a national security issue, a very big national security issue that is now coming to the fore. And it's not just the domestic airlines, it's also the international airlines that are receiving these threats. This, of course, hampers the entire airline system, the travel system, and trade, to be very specific here.
Yeah.
So that, of course, is something that is a major cause of concern. The Civil Aviation Board and the Bureau of Security for Civil Aviation is also looking into the matter. Delhi Police being roped in, and its cell will be looking into the measures and who these people are, tracing them. Are they within the country? They're outside the country. All the forces within and outside will be now tracked down.
Yeah, it's clear, Rakshita, that there is a national security angle emerging. It's possible that India's economic interests are being targeted by inimical forces, and we are going to closely track those developments. It's a developing story. It's not ending anytime soon, friends. So stay with us. And on that note, we slip into a short break. Thank you so much, Harsha, Piyush, and